Hello, my darlings. My name is Victoria, and this is Veritas Tarot. I'm going to do your daily mini reading. I apologize for not doing one yesterday. Let's move ahead with the reading and see what wants to come out for you. I'm using the Quantum Oracle, which I haven't used for a little while. So let's see what wants to come out for you, my darlings. And if it resonates, as you know, it is simply you remembering in divine timing what you already know within you, within your soul. If it doesn't resonate, it simply means it wasn't for you at this time. There'll always be a reading out there for you at exactly the right time, as guided by spirit. Thank you as ever for your love and support and comments. If you would like a personal reading with me, I'm doing a special offer at the moment, and all the details are in the description box below. So let's move ahead with the reading and see what wants to come out. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, that one wanted to come out. So what have we got? We have got loss, and on the bottom of the deck, the one underneath that, we have got Ascended Masters. So let's put this deck away and let's look at these cards. So I'm going to talk about loss first, but I just want to show you the Ascended Masters first of all. So that's the Ascended Masters card. And this is, as I feel with these cards, this is to help you with whatever loss that you're feeling at this time. But I'm going to come back to this card in a second, okay? Because this is Spirit's assistance, spiritual assistance for you at this time. So you've got number 2, events, and you've got loss. Now, this card, as you can see, there's a man standing there, and his boat, he's saying it is his boat, his beautiful boat is leaving, and you've got there that the tie that was tying the boat there has been cut, has been severed, however you want to read that. But the boat is drifting away. So what I'm feeling with this card is that something, and I'm seeing it really more as somebody here, is drifting out of your life. And it could be more than one. And it could be a complete severing of ties with somebody that may be family or loved one, a relationship, or it's just a general just drifting away. And first of all, the most important thing, and you've heard me talk about this a lot, it takes a great deal of energy to hold on to something or somebody that is in this present moment not intended for us. And it also is the most brave, extraordinary thing to do, to let go, to allow this to drift away from you. It's one of the hardest lessons that we face, if we're willing to face, to let go of somebody, to let go of something. And, you know, we've been conditioned to really want consistency in our life, to want those that we love to stay, to want to be consistently happy. But you see, the more we look for that consistency, the more we're going to be hurt, disappointed, because life is never consistent. The cycles in our life show us that. The cycles in nature show us that. Life is constantly changing and evolving. And the advice that Spirit wants to give you here is to look with the greatest will that you can, to let go of what you can't change at this time. There's that wonderful thing about, what is it said, to accept the things that you cannot change. That is radical acceptance. The courage to change the things you can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So think about those 3 different aspects of this loss, of this reading is resonating with you. And this boat is being pulled away by the tides. So Spirit is saying, let this go in the natural course that is intended at this time. There is no forcing with this boat. It is going with the tide. So naturally it is moving away from you because it is intended to do so. And in that space of moving away from you, it is creating another energetic space, and something is coming in for you. But one of the other biggest, greatest lessons for us all is that nobody is owned by anybody else. Nobody belongs to anybody else. Everybody is a beautiful, everybody is connected as life itself. Yes, everybody has that beautiful spiritual connection, like the wave to the sea. But nobody, that relationship in nature, nothing owns anybody else. It all coexists. It's all interdependent upon one another to evolve, to grow. And so we are all interdependent on relationships and experiences in order to understand who we are a little better, because otherwise we wouldn't understand ourselves. But I feel with this that something has been learned, something has been completed at a soul level with this relationship, and therefore it is moving out of your life at this time. So the other thing that you can do with this loss is, if you are appreciating that in order to let go, you have to have radical acceptance of where you are, accept the things that you cannot change. Within that space of radical acceptance, therefore, it's about having acceptance of exactly how you are feeling at this time. There are no wrong or right feelings about what you are feeling at this time. So if you are feeling anger and grief and hurt and resentment, all of those things, it's very important for you, this is all for you, that you treat those with the utmost care and attention. Get them out, vent them, write it in a letter that you're not going to send. Do unconscious writing where you just pour the words out without thinking. Burn it afterwards. Don't read it. Don't take it back in, because you're taking back in the energy. If you keep a diary, write it in the diary. If there is somebody that you can speak to, vent, get out those feelings, because part of the radical acceptance about where you are is forgiving the present. Because if you forgive the present moment for what it is bringing you at this time, then you will not have an accumulation of anger and resentment and hurt that you're going to have to forgive more, because it's going to grow in the future. So don't try and swallow how you are feeling at this time, and appreciate that those feelings are there for you to consider. Those feelings are there for you to reflect on. And if all of these experiences are for us to evolve, what has this loss taught you about yourself? What has it taught you? How much more aware of are you of you? How much more aware are you of your strengths, of your qualities, of the shadow side, which is equally important in us? I feel that there is a space within you at this time that is very fearful and full of grief, understandably, full of loss. This is somebody that, and this is not somebody passing on. This is somebody within your life who's still in life itself here on earth. And one of the extraordinary ways to help yourself, and I'm going to come on to this Ascended Masters in a minute, is in this space of taking, embracing all of these feelings that you have at this time, feeling them as a physical feeling as well, trying not to get the context of the mind in, pouring them out, venting them out, getting them out. With doing this, what you're doing is you're surrendering to the moment, you're accepting the moment, you're forgiving the moment, but you're also, while you're doing this, breathing in. And so I want you to, in this space you're in, stand and be present and breathe into this fear, this anxiety, this pain that you're feeling. Stand really bravely in this present moment, because whatever is happening for you, it is something that your soul has intended to happen. And it is something that you are ready to receive, to expand into a greater awareness. Because the yearning that we have, the calling that we have, is all about us. It's all about us having been taught for so long that we are separate from all that is, and we're yearning for something to complete us. That feeling is within us, within the connection that we have when we choose to believe and accept it with God, the universe itself inside of us. So stand in that present moment. And you know what, when you, and I'm going to move on to this other card now, because this is important. You've got Spirit here, Ascended Masters. And so what they are saying with this is, whoever you resonate with at this time, whatever comes to mind, whoever comes to mind, whatever teachings that you're resonating with at the moment, whether that be, and in this card, I can recognize the dove, which is Jesus, and you've got the lotus flower, which is Buddha, but there are others here as well. I'm not sure what you've got here. Obviously, the third eye, the all-seeing eye, and you've got the infinity symbol. But whatever comes to mind now when I talk about ascended masters, those gurus, those saints, whoever you resonate with, talk to them. They're there to help you. Talk to them, ask them, pray to them if that's how you are comfortable doing it. They're there to assist at this moment in time. And the thing about Jesus, whether people are Christian or not, Jesus is seen as a great healer. So he is there to assist with the healing, with the helping you to heal, whether it's a physical pain you're feeling, emotional, energy, emotion, thoughts, painful thoughts. He's there to help with that. And, you know, Buddha represents that spiritual enlightenment, that connection. So to be able to, how do I say the spirit? Thank you, Buddha. To be able to feel inner peace at times of great stress and worry, to enable you to have those moments of surrender and letting go, where you just breathe in and you say, do you know, I feel all right. Actually, I'm feeling all right at the moment. It comes and goes like waves. And that's another beautiful thing about our spiritual awareness, is that we recognize that feelings come and go. Whenever we're in great grief, there is always respite. We're never given more than we can handle. It's just like those waves. There's the up and down. So if you are feeling an intensity at the moment, know that that will soften. But that intensity comes when you are in a space of being ready to receive it and ready to question and take responsibility for the healing that you wish to happen within you. The infinity symbol in here is about everything being in a constant, well, this is how I see the infinity symbol. Obviously, everything is infinity and our soul is infinite, and our soul is here to experience. And but the infinity symbol talks about everything being in a constant evolutionary flow, everything being connected the whole time. And then you've got the third eye here as well. Where is that? There. So this, my darling, is, let me just put it up close so you can see. There you go. Spirit wants you at this time to see through things, to try, and I talk about this a lot, but it's so helpful. It's so helpful to try for a moment or two to detach from what you are experiencing and observe it as if you were a stranger to it. Observe it with a detached indifference and look to see through it, that third eye. Look to see through with the understanding that you are in that space of knowing nothing, and therefore you're feeling energy. And we all tend to see things not as they are, but as we are. So try and remove the mind from this and try and sit and feel your way through what is happening and why, from a soul level, from a spiritual level, this loss may have occurred. Again, what is it trying to teach you about yourself? Because you are the priority here. This is why this is happening for you. And in that space of asking, and I come on to the prayer or meditation, when we go into that space, we are energetically saying, I choose to believe. I choose to believe in the great unseen. I choose to believe there is something there listening to me. And that is a very beautiful energy to sit in. And that is why meditation and prayer and prayers of gratitude and prayers of saying thank you for things happening for me, thank you, are, that is the law of the universe, because you are in that state of believing. Believing is the magic ingredient to all of this. And, you know, I go back to, you know, the Bible saying, Jesus saying, ask and you shall receive. And the asking and you shall receive is, as I've said before, done without any judgment, done without any ego. It is done from a grace of presence. It is done with a grace and a great understanding of who we are and why we're asking for something. And you're in this space of choosing to reach out to the universe, God, the ascended masters. You are in that moment, if you are kind of in the halfway camp of sometimes believing there is something else and sometimes believing there is something not, you're actually within the moment of asking. You are seeking. Your soul is seeking to remember, and you're doing it authentically. And within that space of trust and belief, you are pushing down the energetic boundaries you've put up for yourself of your disbelief. And that is what's so beautiful about this, because within the space of believing, the universe, your ascended masters can talk to you. And it's because you believe that you will see. You don't see to believe. In believing, you will see. I hope that makes sense for you, because you are both stretching yourself in doing it. You're stepping out of your comfort zone, but you're also strengthening yourself at the same time. And I go back to what I said in a daily post I did. You know, when we come to understand about our connection to source energy, and that becomes the most important relationship. What was lost in confusion is found in connection with a strong spiritual resonance. So if you are half in and half out, give it a go, my darling. What have you got to lose? Pray, meditate, ask for the answers, because you are asking questions at this time. And I go back to, questions are quests. They are quests to seek the truth, and you will receive the truth at the right time for you. I think the last thing to say on these two cards is that people do come and go in our life. Nobody is owned by us. We are blessed to have all of these experiences of different relationships in our life. When we try and hold on to something, it is because we are fearing what the void may bring. But the void, my darling, is the great unknown. The void is the great expansion, the great opportunity. And if somebody is leaving your life and is moving and drifting away at a natural pace, and you can't quite put your finger on it, it is because there has been a shift energetically between you, and because that means that your soul has intended for something else to happen for you. So go with that, go with that. There is something, I'm thinking about a beautiful Buddha quote, and I'm not going to do it justice, but I'm just trying to remember, and I think it's something to do with whether you're feeling anger or happy, joy, peace or confusion, you know, sadness, unhappiness, whatever you're feeling, just be like a tree in the midst of it all. Just be, just let it just move and flow around you. Be life itself, experiencing itself. And trees don't move, do they? They receive, my darling. Just be in the midst of it all. And in this space of letting go and surrendering, try it out. Just try it out for a day. Try it out for 2 days. Just take those breaths and say, I let go. I am letting go. I am surrendering. I am surrendering to the divine. I am surrendering to the universe. I am surrendering to all that is exactly as it should be. I'm surrendering to the ease and flow of this. I am surrendering to peace. I am surrendering to understanding. I am surrendering. And just see and say then, I am open to receiving. I am grateful to receive, and whatever you want to put after that. Thank you for the assistance. I am willing and open, and I believe, and I wish to receive. And watch what happens, my darling. So I hope that has helped those that have come to this reading. I'm sending you lots of love at this time, and I look forward to doing your daily for you. I will be doing some dailies over the weekend, as I missed a couple of days this week. And I'm also moving on with my next round of star signs. So I know Sagittarius is out there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. I have my little set of cards, and I'll see what comes out for you. But I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. In the meantime, have a very lovely Friday evening, or if you're in Australia or New Zealand, Saturday morning when you wake up. So much love, my darlings. Take care. Bye-bye.